This year marks the 7th anniversary of Citizens United, the catastrophic decision by the United States Supreme Court that declared money is speech and in doing so exposed our politics to a deluge of special interests and lobbyist cash. Citizens United told the wealthiest people and the biggest corporations that politics could be their plaything, that democracy could be bought for the right price. By removing any limits on the amount of money that could be spent on elections, the decision put our politics on sale to the highest bidder. Make no mistake, corporations, lobbyists, and political action committees do not donate out of the charitable goodness of their hearts. They don't give millions of dollars because they're friends with the politicians whose pockets they line. They do it because they believe it will buy them access, influence, and perhaps a vote. This isn't just a problem in Washington, it is a problem right here under our dome. Here in Maine, between 2014 and 2015, more than 400 companies hired 229 lobbyists and spent nearly $5 million to lobby state legislators. That's insane, but the dollar amount pales into comparison in the amount of financial contributions that flows from these lobbyists and the groups that hire them directly to legislators, political action committees, and campaigns. Mr. President, we have a system at the State House that's rigged against the average Mainer. The lobbyist and special interest group with the largest checkbook has the most direct influence over public policy decision-making. It doesn't surprise me that the public has waning faith
Senator,
in our democratic institutions.
Could the leadership approach the rostrum? Senate be in order. Chair recognizes the senator from York, Senator Chenette.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to give a hypothetical situation, not calling out any individual. For instance, and this really gets to, I think, the core of this bill. If we take, let's say, the Energy, Utilities, and Technology Committee that oversees telecommunication regulations, why should it be okay for any legislator to accept money from companies like AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, Time Warner Cable? To me, that's a direct conflict of interest. Legislators should not be allowed to take monies from the very industries we're supposed to be regulating and passing public policy decision-making on. Now, whether these contributions actually cause lawmakers to vote on the lobbyist's favor
Senator,
or not, the very existence creates a cloud of uncertainty.
Please defer. Can we get leadership again? Senate be in order. Chair recognizes the senator from York, Senator Chenette.
Thank you, Mr. President. In summary, what this bill actually does is currently we have an in-session ban on lobbyist contributions. So right from the start of the bell for opening session to the end of the bell for sign and die, legislators are not allowed to accept contributions from lobbyists. This bill would basically extend that in-session ban for the entire year. So for me, to restore public trust, legislators should be banned from accepting these contributions. We would not be the only state that does this, Mr. President. According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, a total of 6 states actually do this: Alaska, Tennessee, California, Connecticut, Kentucky, and South Carolina all have various bans on lobbyist contributions year-round. South Carolina has what many ethics organizations, including the Campaign Legal Center, believe is the model law, and the language provided in this bill seeks to capture the essence of that law. So, Mr. Speaker, I'll wrap up. This is the similar testimony that I gave to the Veterans and Legal Affairs Committee. Reforming this system takes time and political courage, but I know this body is up for the task. Together, we can make incremental reforms to our campaign finance system here in Maine to fundamentally restore a sense of trust and credibility back into the institution of government. Now is the time to strengthen the integrity of the legislature, and I hope you follow my light.